I think it's pretty safe to say that I'm a bit of a fucking nerd for the old space. But more specifically, the mysteries of space. The things that even scientists don't fully understand. I'm not here to pretend that I know everything, because let's be honest, I'm only a young dumb little TikTok Welsh boy. But after this, you're probably not gonna look at space the same again. I'm about to do what Jaws did to the fucking water. The super void. Space's greatest anomaly and most terrifying fucking mystery. And the reason I say that, because it is a seemingly empty area of space missing 10,000 galaxies. Excuse me, did you just say missing? Yes. What do you mean missing? Because it's a completely normal thing to do for cosmic entities to just drink a Minecraft invisibility potion and go whee! Not only that, but this area of space is significantly colder than its surroundings. But why? So what's inside this area of what feels like nothingness? Some scientists genuinely believe it could be an area of alternate realities. An area of space that played bumper cars with the neighboring universe. Or maybe evidence for a type 6+ civilization that's getting a bit too greedy, eating through galaxies like it's a fucking buffet! Just me who wants to go visit? Okay, Elon! Now I know we all love the thought of little old E.T. coming to visit Earth, making his entrance like, hello. But maybe that isn't such a good idea for, you know, fucking humanity. Actually, a lot of scientists hope that the universe is completely empty. We're so lonely. The theoretical great filter is fucking terrifying. The scientists have calculated that there should be at least 20 civilizations in our galaxy alone. So, E.T., where the fuck are you? Come home to daddy. Or a more terrifying question, what happened to them? That is what scientists are asking. The great filter. The belief that somewhere along life's trajectory, life suddenly goes, you know what, nah, fuck you all. Completely wiping it out before it becomes too intelligent. An inevitable, unavoidable phenomenon. It's different to every civilization. It could be disease. We have enough of fucking that. Nuclear power. AI. Elon. No, wait, no, too soon. Or one of these fucking things. Now there's two options. One, we're already ahead of the great filter. We survived or did the undoable, making us very rare. Or we're behind it, still yet to face our challenge that we most likely won't survive. And we won't see it coming. Elon! Ladies and gentlemen, I have officially found out why 2020 is so shit. And after watching this, you'll understand too. Oh, let me guess, we opened a Pandora's box of 2020. Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Now, the curse that surrounds King Tut and his tomb is a huge story. So in my opinion, maybe we should just, I don't know, avoid fucking around with stuff we don't know about. Now, this box right here lay in the tomb for 3,500 years, never opened, never touched. So guess what we did? Towards the end of last year, we opened this box for the first time in history. Now, the tomb was first discovered in 1922 by Howard Carter. And this photo was taken. See anything mysterious? How about that massively fucking obvious box? It screams, don't fucking touch me, or I'll fuck up your day. Even Howard knew not to open this thing. It screams, cursed. But here's the terrifying part. It was completely empty. In a room surrounded by all of his riches and prized possessions, an empty box. People believe we actually released a curse, but the legend is real. Elon! No! No! Nope! No! Oh, come the fuck on. Apparently 2020 is not done with us yet. Well, 2020, you do be flirting with us, don't you? So get this. A swine flu strain with human pandemic potential has been found in China in piggies. 2020 really be out here acting like Oprah. You get a pandemic. And you get a pandemic. Everybody get fucking stop. It is known as the G4 virus, which I can say with absolute confidence and speak for the rest of the world when I say we really don't need this right now. Please, no rain check. What's worse than one pandemic? Two pandemics. Now this is a descendant from the swine flu pandemic back in 2009. Now no, although this isn't an immediate threat to humans, as in it doesn't go from one human to another yet, researchers say it has all the essential hallmarks for a potential pandemic, and that it could potentially adapt to become transmittable from human to human. Fucking fantastic! So we don't need to freak out yet. It's a good thing we're getting ahead of it now. But if this is pandemic part 2, Elon! Of course. Now 2020 is coming for our fucking oceans. You know what? I really don't want to jinx it. But seriously, what's next? Hey Matt, any chance one of these days you could release a video that doesn't give us an existential crisis? No. What the fuck are you? Now no, this isn't the result of an intense yo-yo session. That's a fucking creature that was found in Australian waters. Australia? Yeah, who's surprised? It's known as a siphonophore. Don't make fun of me if I said that wrong. And is the longest one that's ever been found. Discovered in 2020. Okay. With its outer ring being about 150 feet. Now these are pelagic organisms, basically meaning they fuck off to the deep ocean. Oh Oh, but here's the best news. They're related to jellyfish, so they sting. I mean, Mother Nature, that's just not fair. How can it be that big and also go... Now, fun fact, I fucking hate jellyfish. I remember one day I was in my little inflatable, just chilling in the water. And I looked down, and there's a pack of them circling me like I'm their fucking daddy. I cried. I'm sorry, but if we're finding stuff like this on Earth, then I want out. Elon! Now, if you were to ask me how many planets there are, I will always respond with 9. Because I don't give a shit if NASA deserted him. Pluto is the fucking boy! I'll never leave you, buddy. And now NASA believes there genuinely could be life living there. Yep, that's right, 2020 is at it again. Scientists believe that Pluto would have started off hot with a liquid ocean, and then gradually cooled over time. And that ocean could still persist to this day. But Matthew, it's not next to the big ball of warmth! So how, without the help of this, is that pathetic little rock meant to hold life? Percy, watch your fucking mouth. And secondly, it might not need to be near the sun. I know. To put this as simply as possible, the gravitational pull of its moon on the planet may just cause enough friction within the planet to heat its icy heart, thus keeping the ocean oceany. Wow, Matt, we learned so much from you. Meanwhile, me, oceany. All I'm saying is if we find an alien Tom Daly just taking a dip on Pluto, then I'm out of here. Elon! Right, how has this happened then? Just another day in 2020 where something bullshit happens! Right, let it on thick, Matt, what happened? We'll see a planet, beyond our solar system, made like Mary Poppins and fucked off. A planetary body that was being observed by NASA just vanished. So Thanos is doing planets now. Oh, goody. Now, this happened within the Fulminum system, and this planetary body was being observed since 2004. And now it's just going through a wonder. Now, obviously, this came to a surprise to scientists, because a planet disappearing, believe it or not, is not normal. So scientists have come up with a couple of theories, because thinking that a planet has got their hands on Harry's invisibility cloak is kind of disturbing. They have theorized that it could be a vast, expanding cloud of dust produced during a very rare collision. So planets are playing bumper cars now. Okay, good. Now, these collisions are incredibly rare, so if this is the case, it's insane that we got to observe one. However, that's just a theory. In reality, we have no idea what it was and why it disappeared. But scientists said that this is unusual behavior for a planet. What, disappearing? I'd fucking agree! No! Why? Just when you thought 2020 couldn't get any worse. Considering we just talked about this shit. Zombie! So I'm curious, how would you feel if I told you there was a second one? This is 2020 offering us seconds. Oh no, please, I really couldn't. The zombie virus or chronic wasting disease. Now yes, I realize this was discovered back in the 60s. However, with new research, scientists are now scared it could spread to humans. Fucking fantastic! This is due to certain breeds of monkey being able to contract the virus. Fuck. Tickle, tickle. This is a neurological disease which, as grim as it sounds, makes holes in the animal's brain. Lovely. Leading to a lack of fear, coordination, and a fuck ton of hallucinations. Anyone else getting Bird Box vibe? No! It is spread through prions. Prions. Which, terrifyingly enough, unlike normal bacteria, cannot be destroyed. Just an indestructible pathogen which could be anywhere. Fan-fucking-tastic. And as of 2020, it was reported that free-ranging deer, elk, and moose, which could have the virus, roam in about 24 states. So in conclusion, this little Welsh boy is staying the fuck here. Bye. Oh, you thought I was done with 2020? Ha! You thought it couldn't get any worse? That is fucking funny. Of course it can. And when I do these videos, the topics are usually pretty big. Thus, they fit in one video. However, here are some smaller, equally as bullshit things that are happening in 2020. No! No! You are taking the piss. You know what? No, you had your chance back in 2018. Fuck off! Now, yes, I realize this virus has its ups and downs all the time, but the fact that there's been a new outbreak of the virus in 2020, surrounded by all our other bullshit, just makes me want to cry. Next, America. I'm so fucking sorry. There's a couple more bullshit things on the way for you. Firstly, this year estimates a more active hurricane season, with hurricanes reaching category 3, 4, and 5. Oh, and there's meant to be 6 to 10 of them. Fuck. Oh, and how could I forget the massive dust cloud crossing the Atlantic as we speak? Hi, 2020. You truly know how to treat us right. So I think I speak for everyone when I say, 2020, if you have anything else planned, I don't know, maybe take a rain check! I'm sorry, but how do these planets exist? Some of these big boys have been known to rattle the brains of scientists, so I have no fucking hope. First up, we've got the planet that literally defies all laws of physics. Think you're fucking cool, do you? This one's called Gliese 436b. But here's the fucking weird part. It is 15 times closer to its star than Mercury is to the sun, with a lovely toasty temperature of 436 degrees, but the surface is covered with solid ice. So that can do that, but I can't hold an ice cream for longer than 30 seconds in a British summer, and that doesn't peak 8 fucking degrees! I've calmed down. Next we have HD 1897333b. Let me show you how people come up with these names. Pretend this chew toy is a keyboard. Now what's special about this bad boy is it rains glass. Sideways. So if you're ever approaching this planet, please make a sharp U-turn. How do I have 300,000 followers? The last one is called the Mega Earth. Being 17 times heavier than us and more than twice our size, scientists don't know how it was formed. Ah, ding. Whoa! Now I'll be honest with you, I wasn't going to do any more 2020 videos. Because I was like, surely, it can't get any worse. And then I saw this today. Fantastic. You might be thinking, what? Don't over-exaggerate, Matt. You've already given us asteroids, aliens, pandemics, deadly animals. There's nothing worse than that. Well, you see this? You've got to be fucking kidding me. The sun is entering something called a lockdown period. This basically means a period of time in which activity on the surface of the sun falls. Right? And we're about to enter a deep sunshine recession. Oh, and get this, because we may as well keep adding to the cake of shitting us. It's one of the deepest in over a century. Of course it is. Of course it is. Now, people are starting to believe that this will lead to famine, cold weather, like brutally cold weather, and volcanic eruptions. Now, scientists have said, don't worry, that shouldn't happen. But with 2020, who the fuck knows? Seriously, now our sun is just switching off. Alright, see you later, lads. I'm starting to think Mars isn't far enough away. Neptune, anyone? Pack a hoodie, it's cold. Elon! Ah, fuck. I don't even know anymore. What could 2020 possibly have in store for us next? Well, just you wait. Matthew, we've had pandemics, natural disasters, killer animals, and about 100 other fucking things. What is next? Well, apparently the universe went, what are they missing? Oh, I know. A gigantic fucking asteroid. Oh, cheers. Okay, so about a decade ago, NASA discovered 3 asteroids that were heading for Earth. And get this, all in the same month. June 2020. My birthday month can't catch a break. Now, the first 2 happened on the 6th and the 8th. So they gone. We're good. Oh, but don't worry, you haven't missed out on the fun yet. The 3rd is meant to pass us on June 24th. Oh, by the way, one of them was this big. Not only is this 3rd one meant to be the fastest of them all, at 46,400 miles per hour. Lovely. But also near the size of the Eiffel Tower. Oh, fantastic. Oh, and it's also meant to be one of the closest to Earth in a very long time. Now, yes, it is meant to pass us and not make us go. However, there's a lot of things that can alter the course of an asteroid, so don't do that. Oh, but what's this? Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Just when you thought nothing can possibly get worse for 2020. Oh, the universe ain't done with us yet. You thought, what haven't they got? Pandemics, deadly animals, a meteor strike. Oh, aliens! Oh, yeah, cheers. This is what we're fucking missing. Now, you might be thinking, well, listen to this shit. NASA discovered a mysterious humming sound on Mars. Cool, so Mars is in an a cappella group. What's going on here? Now, I don't know about you, but yesterday I rewatched the Life movie, and then you know what, Elon? I'm good with missing Mars. Elon! This sound is coming from below the surface of Mars. Now, yes, Earth sometimes produces natural sounds similar to this. However, ours are caused by stuff like the ocean. And the last time I checked, it's fucking dry! Also, it's 1.4 hertz more than Earth sounds. Oh, and on top of that, scientists have also detected seismic activity with an unknown origin. Fucking fantastic. Specifically, 450 of them. Now, obviously, Earth's seismic activity is caused by our tectonic plates. Mars doesn't have tectonic plates. I don't know, maybe ET's bought a new fucking drum set. All I'm saying is from the weird signals we're gathering from another galaxy plus this is the year ET comes home. Ding. What if I was to tell you that 2020 might be the new 2012? Ah, fuck, here we go again. Remember back in the old days when this was apparently meant to happen? You know, because the Mayan calendar ended in 2012 and that was meant to symbolize the end of the world destruction. Well, now what if I was to tell you that that calendar might still have a chance of being right? Matthew, that was 8 years ago. Get with the times, bitch. Well, let me take you on a quick geography lesson over to Ethiopia. Well, currently the year is 2012 in Ethiopia. Fuck. Their calendar is 7 to 8 years behind us. So does that mean we were 8 years early in our predictions? But let me guess, you're currently saying that that's a bit of a stretch. Well, listen to this shit. The next theory is based around our calendar. Now, the calendar that most of the world follow is known as the Gregorian calendar. We switched to this calendar in 1582. However, when we switched, 11 days went missing every year. But hey, it's only 11 days, right? Well, those days add up. According to calculations, the 21st of December 2012 is actually the 21st of June 2020. Ah, shit. We really don't need this now. Brain check, anyone? 2020 could get even worse. Oh, and I know what you're thinking. How the fuck Well, you know how our climate is warming and our glaciers are melting? Well, it's also melting something known as permafrost. And that's not the bad part. It's what's been quietly living in the permafrost and is now awakening that is. A fucking T-Rex! I'm kidding. I hope. Extremely deadly bacteria and viruses have been living dormant within this permafrost. Some for thousands of years. Here we go again. We really don't need this right now. Rain check? And has been described by scientists as the Pandora's box of diseases. So not ideal then. And some parts of the world are already seeing its effects. I'ma just say, look at our current situation. It's a shit-situation. Now let's add 12 more ancient diseases that we've never been exposed to. And to make it worse, no please, some previous devastating diseases have been identified within the permafrost, such as the 1918 Spanish flu, smallpox, the bubonic plague, great, each individually devastating our population. So imagine them all at fucking once. Right, Mars anyone? Elon! What would happen if we could access the fourth dimension? Understanding this took more time than I care to admit. However, after several headaches, breakdowns, and existential crises, we're here. But let me start off by saying we live in a three-dimensional world, which is why I'm starting on 4. Because why the fuck would we want to go backwards? The best adaptation and manipulation of this dimension is best seen in Doctor Strange. So if you haven't seen it, see it. And it stands true that if we were able to access this dimension, we could manipulate different planes to move anything. Wizard! If you're wondering what I mean by that, fuck. And whatever we do in this fourth dimension can't be observed from any other dimension. So people going to get a subway wouldn't know you just turned the world into a fucking slinky. This is because people in one dimension cannot see the inhabitants or activities of the above dimension. I know, my brain hurts too. So what about the cool stuff? While being in this dimension, you could teleport infinitely from universe to universe. Also, gravity would be insanely different in this dimension, meaning a fourth dimensional being could jump for miles. A literal superhero. However, the scary thing is if fourth dimensional beings visited Earth, we wouldn't know they were there. Oh my days, it's been a long journey. But welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the finale. What would happen if we were a Type 12 civilization? And remember, it's okay to cry. So we left off most likely fighting the species or being that is currently on the higher plane of existence that we can't even fathom right now. So after this crazy ass battle, there are 3 theories. The first one is that we win. I don't know how. But it also states in this type, the species or being are most likely going to take back control and reset the universe. I remember in Type 8 when I was like, yeah, we could easily just destroy multiverses. Imagine what he could do. Ding! Theory 2, we lose. Magnificently. Completely bringing us to extinction. Why fucking great. Imagine going through everything we went through just to become extinct because we're too fucking stubborn. Or theory 3, some believe we'll be able to live in harmony with the species or being, helping us progress into further verses and the technological advancements, bringing us from a Type 12 to a Type 99.9. Yes, technically there could be more types, but right now there are no more theories about realms or dimensions that are out there. But when we figure it out, I'll be here. Thank you guys for the support. Dimension series coming soon. Here we go again. What would happen if we were a Type 10/11 civilization? Now this might be the unconventional one. A little bit controversial. So please do remember I'm only reading the theories. Oakley dokley, let's do this. Firstly, a Type 10 is known as the absolute civilization. Having explored literally everything, everywhere, at any given time, in every dimension and verse, we would have 2 options. Firstly, that's it. There's nothing else to do. We simply crack open a Pepsi and wait for another civilization, possibly that we create, to catch up with us. Yay, friends! Or 2, we find something higher than us, whether that be a god or another species, on an even higher plane of existence. And we figure out how to get to that place to be able to progress from a 10 civilization to a 100 civilization. This brings me to Type 11. A little bit controversial. As we know, us humans are, how do I put it, very power hungry. We want to be the tippity top of that triangle. So there is a theory that if we do ascend to this higher plane of existence, we will try to overthrow whatever's up there, to be in charge. Some believe we'll succeed, some we don't, or some believe we'll live in harmony. Or could this be the start of our own Star Wars? With a god!